Welcome back to another morning skate show with the hockey coach guru, Coach Francis, directly from the what? Of course, the Sunshine State in Florida. Monday, April 4th, 2022. This is the beginning of the end of the April for the season NHL 2021-2022. At least what? Maybe 25, 26 days until to the end, and see who is going to finish, make the playoff or not, or who's going to be the standing at the end of the season. Really a lot of hockey in front of us, of course, and we're going to provide you guys everything you need to know what's going on around the league every morning at 12 o'clock p.m. Monday to Fridays, and of course 6 o'clock p.m. with our friend insider in our tap is going to be with us every day, Monday to Fridays, and we're going to do a live stream every night, play-by-play. When the Toronto Maple Leafs play, the Panthers play, or the Montreal Canadiens. If not, we're going to continue to do our Sunday night power play show with all the insiders. Last night we have a great show with Michael DeLanery in our tap and Andrew Lepage. We talk about different things, and hopefully you enjoy it. You have a great time with us. I can't wait to see you next Sunday night for another power play with all the insiders. So we want to thank every member of the Hockey Nation Live show to support the channel, and we just want to say we are really grateful and thankful about that. And also some moderators like Danny T or Inotap or Adam Berger, some insider like they are not like on the show, but they're helping us in the channel, like Yamo does a great job during the warm-up show. We have RJ with all the score, the update he gave. We really pay attention. People try to helping us to grow, and each one of you join us every day, whatever is at 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, or the evening. We want to say to you, thank you, because you are the one make us better. They are the one make that channel better. We are right now at 4253 member of the subscribers, so we can't wait to grow and get better for sure. So thank you to be with us today. And we have a few people to say welcome, Mr. Dan Asham, directly from Manitoba with Colette. Welcome back. Directly from upstate New York, Mr. Jose Duarte, member of the Hockey Nation Live show. Hey, from Finland, the insider, the warm-up show, the evening, Mr. Yamo Vertanen. Oh, Mr. Jake M. Welcome back, Mr. Jake M. Honestly, Jake, I still forget where you're coming from. Sometimes I'm not sure if, I believe you're from Canada, but I'm not sure. Honestly, I don't know. You maybe tell me where you're coming from so I can remember. So it'd be great. Welcome back. From Massachusetts, #1 fans of the Boston Bruins, Mr. John Grega. #1 fans of New York Islanders. Do you believe the New York Islanders are going to make the playoff? Do you still believe they have a possibility they can win the last 13 games they have to play, and Washington win only 3 of them or 4, and they made the playoff? That would be an amazing story. But Mr. DHG50 Carl is back in the house. Peter August, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. From l'île Perrault, Montréal Island, dans la belle province de Québec, the stunting comic, Mr. Man, Mr. Richard Mullen. Oh, directly from Facebook, welcome back, Mr. Mark Letcher. Thank you to join us today. Thanks to be a part of the show. Yeah, it's conference during the press conference this morning after I watched the practice in Toronto. Mr. The coach, the head coach of Toronto Maple Leafs said, Shelton KEEFE said that Jake Muzzin is going to be a part of the lineup tomorrow night when they're going to play against the Florida Panthers, where the Toronto Panthers. Coach, Monday, I know. It's the Toronto Maple Leafs play 2 important games tonight. The Tampa Bay Lightning, where the Hockey Nation show is going to be live streaming the play-by-play, and then the Toronto play the Panthers tomorrow night. We call the Triangle of the Dead. What you talk about, Coach? The coach start what's called the Triangle of the Dead, where you can go to dead, you're going to die, and the Triangle when you play against the Tampa Bay, the Florida Panthers, and the Carolina Hurricanes. That's a Triangle. Remember the Triangle of Bermuda? This is the Triangle of the Dead in NHL. The time it was more the West Coast, but now it's East Coast, Southeast Coast. Personally, I don't think so. I just don't think there are enough game left in the schedule to catch up the cap. And you're right about that, TH, honestly. It would be just an amazing, great story. But great watching them. Varlamov looking the Varlamov we know. It's just they just start late. Palmieri's looking good. Beauvillier, three goals yesterday. Just they are fun to watch right now, TH. That's the Islanders we know. That's the Islanders. I put them the winner of the Stanley Cup. But Coach will be wrong again. Peter, Coach, thought on Jordan Harris from Saturday game. Great game. I believe I gave him, Peter, a minus B or a C plus, that area. Great skater. They just, it's funny, guy. It's funny how this works. We lost Jeff Petrie. We lost Brett Kulak. While Kulak have an amazing, great game yesterday for the Edmonton Oilers. We lost Chris Whiteman, right? And now we play more with Romanov, Jordan Harris, Carey Schoenemann, Justin Barron. That's our 4 we have. And I'm going to show to you a little bit later how the defensemen of Montreal is shifting completely, how they play the game now. And I'm going to give you some comments about that. But I really like it a lot. Coach, I'm from Canada. Awesome, Jake. Thank you so much. Let me know. From Texas, everything is big over there. And they lost this weekend against the Boston Bruins. And they lost again the Florida Panthers. And, well, this weekend, the Boston last week. But, 3 and 4 game. And they lost again yesterday against the Islanders. The New Jersey Devils. Hopefully, I would say Joseph Hughes, but Jack Hughes is going to be back very soon. They are a good team. Not a good team. They are a fun team to watch. He missed a couple of pieces of the puzzle, but Devils going to be fun to watch. I really, since I'm young, well, not since I'm young, but since I'm watching them since, Pat Burns and Jacques Lemaire and Larry Robinson was coaching them. I always have an interest watching the Devils a lot. You have a great hockey player, been there. The Brian Joda, the Patrick Elias, and the Scott Niemeyer, and Ken Tanico. And they have a good tradition of the great hockey player over there, and the Stanley Cup, Martin Brodeur. You know what I'm talking about. I just love to watching them. Anyhow, Jose, Cole, really close for Tampa Bay and Boston, really close. Yep, Jose, will be interesting. How the Toronto is going to act about that. Prayer for Mike Bossy and his family. I agree with you, Jake. Mike Bossy battled cancer a couple of months ago. It looked like it's not looking good. And you have a time to thinking about maybe, for me, he is the best scorer at any level at NHL. 9 seasons or maybe 10 seasons, 50 goals. He never been any close anybody like Mike Bossy in NHL. You can give me Ovechkin and Gretzky and Matthews, but Michael Bossy was something special. I make a flashback of him and having an opportunity at young age to watching him play junior for the Laval Voisin a long time ago. I'm talking about beginning 70s. Maybe 73, 74. And my dad was said, look, Bussy, look. My dad was a scout in hockey, and he was played for Laval, and I was born. Excuse me, I was born in Shawinigan, where they have a really good old team junior. And he said, look, watch him before the game at the warm-up. Look his shot, always 1 foot, never in the glass, always on the goalie. Look his accuracy, look his power. He cannot skate, but he can score. My dad always said, Michael Bussy cannot skate, but he can score. He was only, he have an orthodox skating. Michael Bussy was not a really fluid skater. Yeah, my dad was always said, like, if you look about the, the point of the skater, the hip, the knees, the heel of the, of the skater, and all the little thing what you need to do to have a better stride at that time, Bussy was all messed up. He had no point straight on his body from the shoulder to the feet to have that kind of skate, but he have an amazing, great shot. So I just want to sharing with you about this. Really kind of you talking about him, Jake. Prayer and the best for him, and it's going to be a big loss if it's happened. Is it possible Caris has more potential than Barron? Oof, that's a great question, Peter. Here what you have with Barron. A great skater, his skate is fluid better. You have an amazing, great shot. You have really a one power rocket. That's Barron is. All right. Harris, great vision, very smart, a very higher IQ, passing better. Skating is great. Little bit behind Barron, but not much. Barron a little bit more physical, I would say to you, but not much. But I would keep a little bit notch to Barron on my eyes. And when you go to see Gaydon Cooley, he's better to both of them. He's more the complete players, not better as he's going to be all average with them, but the complete players as you want as a defenseman. That's Gaydon Cooley. He's coming with the Montreal Canadiens. Hey, Joseph. Hey, Jose. Personally, Bayern used Sharakovic and Brad are fun to play to watch. Yeah. I agree with you. I think Nico Urshara is going to one over there too. They have a lot of speed, Bastion, McLeod. It's fun. And then we, Dawson Mercer is over there. Then you have to go now with Alexander Olds is coming very soon. Luke Hughes coming, the brother Jack Hughes over there. And I can add more. It's just that team is going to be better. I can see the way how it's going to do with Piquet Subban's going to leave. Now they have $9 million to spend. What kind of defenseman they looking for? Corey Schneider got lucky yesterday. He lost track of the pucks all the time like he does. Joseph, about that. If I can recall it, at the end of the game, when they removed the goaltender, almost at the end, about 20 seconds, 15, the puck go beside him, behind him, and he was looking for the puck. And because I have the score, I got the score 4-3, and I have it. And I said, Chase, they're going to score at the empty net. And then they finally did not score, but it was good. Parise also, yep, exactly about that. How Mike, because he scored a goal that I did not see him play a lot in Finland. A great slap shot with a great wrist shot, Yamo. Really coming for the right side. You know what? Yamo, at the closest, and maybe you remember him, Yari Kuri. That's similar. I would say to you, Kuri have a better skater, right? A little bit faster. But the shot-wise, Yari Kuri could be similar at Mike Bussy. You have an amazing, great release about that. I agree with you, Coach. Bussy was amazing. He was Mr. Hockey for Life. Amazing quick release, left or right. Right. It was a right winger. Bossy have a beautiful career in the media. He will miss him. I agree with you, Alexandre. Mike, you know, it's funny because Mike, he was really quiet. Nobody knows more about him. He was very discreet, everything like that. And then when his career's finished, he have a couple of up and down after the hockey career on the organization, and then a couple of bad decisions business-wise, and then he went to TV, he went to radio, now was with TV Sport. But he's a great human being. Yeah, nothing better as Michael Bossy in life. He will give you his last short, a shirt, to give you the chance to be better. That's what that's the only thing I would tell you about Michael Bossy. I met him about 3 times, 4 times, but not like talking to him all the, you know. But I met him a couple of times, but that's what about. Riley Kidney has 17 points in the last 8 games. What do you think his future look like? Oof. Kidney is going to be always his physicality about this, Johnny. I'm worried about he become another Charles Hudon. But I could be wrong here. Here's I'm going to sharing to you something, and it's not like negative. The QM is really the lowest junior team, junior hockey at any level, compared to USHL and USA, compared to OHL, and compared to WHL. All right, the QM is a machine to get a lot of points. The point for me, it's not what I'm looking for. What is it look like without the puck? What he does with during the game, how he covers his players, how he is on the defensive zone, how he is on the 3 zone, and when you scout the players, that's what you're looking for. So for me, like Joshua Roy, he dominated the QM on point. That's great. But is it going to reflect and carry on this to him to become an NHL player top 6? Not yet in my eyes. And that's the factor about Riley Kidney. He's going to be another one. We have a lot of points in QM, but he may be stopped to play in the NHL. The physicality, his skating, and I can go all the way like that. Riley Kidney is going to have an amazing, great career in Europe. If this kid was played in Sweden League or on the Finland League, or on Liga League or something, I think it would be better because the physicality could be, he's like, you know, he's not another, he's a physicality, he's physic like Cole Caulfield, but he's not shot like Cole Caulfield. So he have a good vision, but I'm limited about him. You're going to see. Every player like Joshua Roy, Sean Farrell, Jan Mizak, Kapanen, Riley, Enneman, and I can go all the way like that, right? But those forward have to go through the Laval Rockets. And when they go there, that's why you're going to see who will make it, will not make it, will never make it. And it take about 3 years. And sometimes, you know, when the people, it's a great question, Johnny, but I'm telling you right now, it takes 2-3 years before you become, and sometimes some never going to make it. It's still early. The body does not develop yet at 18 years old, 19, 20. And that's what, for me, I would say, predict the future for me, those kids, it's hard. But what I love when I'm watching those play, how they play overall, how they back checking. And I'm just making a video about Emil Enneman. He just signed a contract with Montreal a couple of minutes ago. He's going to be live afternoon. Okay, how he look like, what you see that, what he you know, what he does. And that's what, for me, that's a great place about that. Nice to hear Carey Price is taking up practice with the Canadiens today. Yeah, Carey Price was on the picture of the Montreal Canadiens today. Run with Kings, 20 in the house. Do you know who is starting tonight for Toronto? I did not know, honestly. I apologize. But we'll see. Zeblikov in the house. Cole Caulfield is going to be a great player for Montreal future. Yes, Jose. Now, my expectation for me will be between 30, 40 goals per year. And then another Alex DeBrincat 2.0. Maybe not asking him he does 45, 50, but the future of coffee is going to be good. Campbell is confirmed. Glad to hear that. Thank you so much for everybody in the chat. And then it's coming to Laval. Well, we know how will he do? Did Coach just buy a house in Montreal? I don't know about that one over there. Usually, those kind of players buy a condominium. My friend live in L'Île des Sœurs in Montreal. That's a small island for the people who have money. And I don't have money, but that's why I don't have any condo over there. But anyway, she have a condominium at L'Île des Sœurs. And she live at the 6th floor. And Nick Zuski live in the 14th floor overhead. So I would not be surprised Cole Caulfield is in this area about that one over there. Caulfield buy a house at L'Île Perrot. And that's it. So I'm sure it's a condominium because usually at L'Île Perrot, it's not L'Île Perrot, it's L'Île Perrot. It's all about condominium over there. So I'm sure he bought something over there. I would not be surprised about that one. Before we start talking about Sventing and NHL, everything, don't forget, guys, to click on the likes if you don't mind. We have a special guest. I invite you to join us Wednesday, April 6th. Marco D'Amigro is going to join us to talking about everything about players and QM. If you have any questions like Johnny, like Raleigh Kidney, you want to talk about Tristan Uno, you want to talk about Joshua Roy, you want to talk about every player in CHL, and he knows every one of them. That's what he does. He produces a lot of video podcasts. Now he's just signing a new contract with another hockey right now, I believe. Marco, I got him a couple of times on my podcast, and now he said, yes, coach, of course I want to come here. So he's going to be live with us Wednesday at 12 o'clock. Prepare your question. You are the one will bring more people here if you participate and you ask questions. Could be the Leaf, could be the Bruins, could be anybody. And that's make the people want to come back because they love to have some question. Like Ross Cohen said, oh, yes, coach, I want to come back. So Ross going to be back. He was great last week. And so please don't hesitate to join us. That'd be great. Oh, by the way, Friday I'm off here. So coach, take a day off Friday. Just kidding. I have to do some college. They have like something like a 3-game. I don't know what's going on. But I ref Friday morning at 11 o'clock. So I don't know what kind of game it is. I'm not remember. But anyway, so no show Friday. So coach is off Friday morning, only Friday afternoon. By the way, talking about show, I want to talk about this to you. What are you talking about, coach? No, I lost everything. Here's what I'm doing. Prediction the evening. This is a new concept. It's going to talk more tonight, but the people participate a lot with the prediction of the game we do here. This is the kind of standing we're going to get there. It's not completely, you're going to hear more tonight, but that give you what happening Friday for each one of the people like Yamo Jose, Pierre, Luciano, Richard, John, Bryce, Andrew, Francois, all this right there. The second column is your total. So Tuesday, you're going to have more numbers going to increasing the total. And then Friday would become Monday at Tuesday. Now, the leader, the weekend, we have a few people participate on the weekend. So the Saturday, you have your result. The Sunday, you have your result. And the total is about during the weekend only. So you have a leader weekend also about that. And then I'm going to make another one, calculate all the weekend and also the week all together. So some people participate a lot, like Yamo, Inatab, Kelly, and she did not right now, but some of them participate. So just give you an idea about the standing for the warm-up show. By the way, this is the semifinal of the Fantasy Hockey with the Hockey Nation Live show. I know Yamo is in semifinal. I am in semifinal. Monkey, I believe, Yamo play against the Monkey, by the Monkey, and then me, I play again Seattle, Craighead, or something like that. So that's where we are right now. That's the semifinal. We have 2 weeks before the season's over. That's for us the first fantasy hockey. I think it was fun. We're going to share the process next year. We're going to be a little bit more selective about people participate. Not to have only 20, but only 10 or 12 participate. But it was fun to see that. Now, talking about that, we're going to do an NHL draft, NHL bracket challenge for the playoff. One that is going to be open up on ESPN, so you're going to join us to do that. So, hey, everything about what's going on, and that's happened about that one over there. Coach, I heard that Nice is a great player. Yeah, Matthew Nice is a great hockey player. Great wrist, a great shot. He's going to be great for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They are considered Nice the top prospect forward with the Finland defenseman Inema. So that's how you are about that. Here we go, Michael Frederic, the Philadelphia Flyers fans. What's going on, Michael? All right. Hey, coach, just checking put it out there. I also know you as a huge lifelong Flyers fan. What the Flyers did to Yandel was classless. I'm starting to question my loyalty to that franchise. Yeah. I don't get it, honestly, Michael. And I don't know who took that decision, honestly. Is it the coach? Is it a meeting with the staff? Is it the general director? Now, here for me, it's really hard to understand. He's what? He was about 11, 12 games to reach the 1,000. That's the first thing. The second thing is I don't buy it what he said. Because they are not in the playoff anymore. Right? They are not there. They're not going to get. Now it's, oh, we want to evaluate the defensemen, the young men. They could take another guy out of the lineup, and they could know already who they have. You know what I mean? You're not going to reevaluate Cam York. You know York is going to be a great, right? You have Senham over there. You have Proronov over there. You have Ristolainen over there. And for me, I think it was not necessary. Now, if they're on the playoff, like the Panthers did last year, and the Panthers keep him in with 5, 7, 8 minute play at the end of the end, and then they bench him, they scratch him during the playoff where he does not count, I will understand. But the Flyers was nowhere. If he was missing 45 games to reach the 1,000, I would say to you, I understand. That sometimes you have to go, you have to stop that, right? But all elements together, all you bring all the dots together. Nowhere they cannot make an excuse to remove Keith Yandel. Not in my eyes. So I agree with you, Michael, about that one over there. I know you're a big fan of Flyers. It's funny, Michael, we talked about them last night, and I don't know what their direction is. I don't know. It's a franchise right now. They are really struggle on different department of that. The GM, the coaches, the prospect. It's not pretty over there right now. And I don't know what's going to happen. Great tradition, a great organization. Now, you know, I've never been close to the Flyers, to be honest with you, but it's just sad to see that. Run with King over there 6-3 on Sunday. I have only 9 games about that one over there. I think you have 6-3, Peter. Ron, he has Sunday 6-3. It was with me every time. Ron was in. He has the. It's not him. He has someone. I was like 7 something. So we'll go to check this, of course, after that. Not in the race at all, exactly. Yep. You have extra game run. Yeah, we give him a mulligan. Exactly, Michael, about that. Plenty of game to switch one at a time to evaluate. And again, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have 20 to evaluate. So, So it's really, very crazy about that. Yep. It's greedy fault. Exactly. That's maybe he should be dress up as a greedy, stay in the game. Do you think they remove Yandel because maybe have some sort of bonus build out his contract regarding gameplay classless either way? Not allowed, Peter. I have nothing with the bonus. It was all about an excuse to remove him. And it's not right to do that. As long as they sell, see, they don't care. They have the worst season renewal in history. Wow. Hey, Mr. Brand Wall, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us. I think it's the first time, man. Thanks for being hot with us. She's coming soon, by the way, Michael. Next 3 years, she's going to be there. RJ, welcome back. Alan Barnes, welcome back. Don't forget, everybody, to click on the likes. Renault, ladies and gentlemen, open the door for Mr. Renault. Everybody will ask about Renault during the weekend. Renault, you see, sometimes it's funny how live it is, right? You know my style, the life coaching and development, everything like that, right? And I always said people, right? Don't hesitate to set someone you love him, or set someone you appreciate, or don't wait. Tell them right away, because you never know they're going to be back. But once someone you're missing, right? That's why you realize who they are. And Renaud, be honest with you, you ask a lot of questions, and sometimes you argue, and we not agree with everybody. And not only me, it's a lot of fun people, right? But everybody asked us this weekend, where is Renault? Where's Renault is? And honestly, I don't know what the people does, and everybody have their own schedule, busy, everything like that. But I just want to say to you, the people will ask me on the weekend, where is Renault? So I just want to sharing how the people are appreciate your participation, and also I appreciate Renault when you are with us. Predator and Vegas, who missed the playoff? I still believe the Vegas going to miss it, Renault. But I could be wrong, but I still believe the schedule a little bit harder at the end, Renault. I think Dallas is going to make it also. But, so that's what I'm taking. The Hacker men's straight should consider if the decision to not play was made by coach. It does not involve injury. Yeah, but it's hard, Peter, because everybody, it's going to be more difficult about that. I think for the Iron Man, you have to participate and on the eye, like Phil Kessel, he played one shift and then he left after that to keep him on the record. But again, for what they did, the Flyers was not right about that. I too missing the Hockey Nation I show for me. Awesome. I sent the share the player agent on the show. Awesome. Renault. Ellie look into the postseason. Yes, Renault. I agree with you. Big W and during the weekend in Calgary, I believe. And they got 3 points with Edmonton, both two games together. And they just shake her. Can they finish second or third? I'm not sure. But look, for what all the injury they have, the Dottie and other players missing, they are really impressed for me. The way they consist performing and play against other team. Kessel one shift is bad for the game. What? I can understand that. It was his wife was got a baby, everything like that. It's happened in baseball. I think they play one inning or whatever it was to stay in the game, everything. It's happened, and it's an exception. I think the reason, I'll be honest with you, Renaud, if he was hurt and they want to keep him only for the straight, I can understand. This was an inconvenience at this, because if not the baby or his wife got the baby, he will play hockey. So I can understand what he did for Kessel. But the guy, I don't know, he have a dislocation shoulder, and he's now at 935. You want to give him an extra game and then continue like that. and play only 3 minutes, I would not be agree with that one over there. But for his case, I think it's acceptable for that because the situation. Does Calgary have it, what it takes to go all the way? Great question, Richard. They have everything, I believe, to go all the way, but I'm not sure if they will. I still always believe in sport at any level or at any kind of sport. You have to learn to lose first before you win. So we're talking about, coach. So my point is you have to lose first round, second round, or third round at some point before you win the Stanley Cup. Most of the time, those teams does it. They lose 1 year prior, and then they win the next one over there. And that, you can go backwards all the way for many, many years. You're going to see that. And I'm not sure that the team they have together right now are really, 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 they've ever been to go all the way deep in the zone. Because I always say, you have 3 seasons. You see me all the time. I'm repeat all the time. You have the regular season, you have the playoff season, and you have the Stanley Cup season. And those, it's so hard. And also, people, and people ask, oh, who's going to win? You have so many factors. The injury. And when you play 7 games, and then you have to play another round 7 game, and then you have to play another 7 game, or 6 games, 7 games. It's hard for your body. And players play with the shoulder, the hip, the knee. They play with the best they can. So you have other factors. It's not there where you don't expect. And the mentality, the mindset of the player, the group together, the bonding together, those stuff like that. It's not on paper about stat, everything. So can go? Yes. How are they going to react when you're going to face to adversity, a 3-1, a 3-2, and they have to win the next game to go tie 3-3, and then win the next game to go to the next round. Those stuff like that, you have to learn. That's why Toronto, I don't see how they can win this year, the Stanley Cup. They never been there. They barely cannot cross the first round. And I'm not being negative here. But you have to learn to go through those challenges. And that's the reason they never go through the second round, the first round, because they lose always the important game for any reason. I don't point one specific player or everything like that. But that's what it takes in NHL. And they have, for some reason, I don't know, do you believe you have only one team right now this year, or you believe right now that team is so much better to anybody else? I don't see this. I think this year have so many close teams at that moment where I can tell you, I don't know who's going to win the Stanley Cup. Minnesota, Calgary, Colorado. Is Vegas make the playoff? Can they go all the way with all the big names they have? And then at the Atlantic Division, they are all together, a little bit Panthers over. But is it better to Carolina? Is it Panthers better to Tampa Bay? You know what I mean? So it's so hard right now, but it will be interesting to follow. I can't wait and I'm excited about that for sure. Great question, Richard. Is Washington the weakest team in the Boss 7? At that moment, Renault, I believe. I think so. No goaltender. The defense is not strong. The depth is not great. So, yeah. Renault, Dallas is going to be a route as the 3 game in the hand. Let's say it's only 5 points, right? Any news on Jaden's trouble? Where do you think he play next season? They think he's still thinking about this, Johnny. I'll be honest with you, Johnny. I will stay with Northeastern 1 more year. What? Yeah. First of all, he's going to be captain. First of all, he's going to play 22. Exactly what happened to Jordan Harris, that's going to happen to Jaden's trouble. Now, I don't know is the Northeastern what they look like as the team next season. I don't know how many returner. I don't know what they got, who's coming, everything like that. I don't know his the team will be great or not, right? That's the reason what Jordan Harris stay 1 more year. Now, Jaden, he lose his best friend, Jordan. Now, the Laval have a lot of defensemen, left defensemen over there. And I don't know if who's going to make the Montreal Canadiens or not. So, possible he play Laval, but he maybe play on the third pairing, or maybe play scratching, or maybe go play East Coast Hockey League. I don't know. So for me, for his development, in my eyes, at that moment, because the situation, the congestion of what Montreal is right now, I would say to you, maybe 1 more year over there. I could be wrong here, but that would be my opinion right now about him. Coach, in your opinion, do you think Alfredson would be involved with Ottawa if they decide to sell the team? This is a sad story about Daniel Alfredson and the Melnyk. You know, Melnyk, that there's a lot of great things at Ottawa as owners and a many area, everything like that, right? But he's always been a black eye between Daniel Alfredson and him and Ottawa Senators. Can he come back? I don't know. I don't know specific Daniel Alfredson, right? So can they forget and move on? Patrick Roy did it with Montreal 20 years later, 25 years later. Can he does it? And Daniel work with a team like the Sidon in Vancouver. I don't know. But that's something I think that will open up more the door for Daniel to come back with Ottawa Senators. Is it that's what he wants to do? I don't know yet. So we'll see. Coach, who do you think Bruins may play first round? At that moment, John, for what I know in April, the schedule, the team they play against, everything like that, I still believe it's going to be Tampa Bay, Toronto, and Boston. Now, I could be wrong here, but I still believe Boston is going to play against Carolina at the end, at the first round, John. It will be really, really interesting. Well, Carolina lost against Minnesota yesterday, and they play good, but they don't play great. And they will have to figure out something over there. Early 80s, Oilers learned to lose with Islanders. Yes, Islanders lost against Montreal also, I believe. Gretz said playoff is about who can play the most hurt. Bob Gainey. Minnesota is on fire last 10 game. That's maybe the best team right now in NHL. Overall, performing. 2 great goaltenders. Their defense is solid. They have a lot of good players forward, and they have a lot of depth. And they can fight. They can play physical. They can close the game. They can have a good cap control. And they have 2 goaltenders. I believe that team right now is the most well-balanced. The only difference with Tampa Bay, I believe, is Tampa Bay have a lot powerhouse players like Kucherov, Brennan Point, Palat, Stamkos. I think Minnesota is all about Kaprizov, maybe Zuccarello and Hartman, but Hartman is not like Brennan Point. So they will need a secondary like Kevin Fiala, the Eriksson, AK, and those kind of players step up to score more goals. But the rest, wow. Wild at by far the best hockey market in USA, right? Yes. The state of Minnesota produced the most players signed in USA hockey with the Michigan and with Massachusetts, Boston. Those 3 states, I think they are 40%. All the players play hockey, USA, young kid, about that. And the Minnesota also state are independent compared to USA hockey. So every state like Florida, Tennessee, Arizona, California, and every state are under the umbrella USA hockey. But Minnesota are not. They did their own USA hockey, Minnesota state. They are no conflict, but they are not associated with USA hockey about insurance, everything like that. Miss Kelly, welcome aboard. Thank you, RJ. Cooley will return time for the WHL playoff. Could we see him play in Laval this year? No, Johnny. You cannot see him in Laval. I don't think so. By the way, Coley have a contract with Montreal Canadiens. Coach, don't lie. I know. I don't want to lie. So I'm going to check it. But I don't think so. He has a contract yet. I don't think so. He signed at 3 years. Oh, he signed. Oh, sorry about that. But anyway, he cannot play Laval Rocket, Johnny. We'll have Evander ahead of it was Wall, Avalanche, Panther are, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that would be hard to predict the bracket challenge. I agree with you. It's produced to Phillies 95% done deal. I don't think so. Be honest with you, Petrie with the Flowers. Before they do that, they have to figure out what they're going to do with the defenseman Proranov and Ryan Ellis. I think they're really focusing more on Nazem Kadri, and they have to figure out what they do with GVR and Kevin Hayes. 2 big contracts with them, so they have a lot of discussion about that. But I don't see why Petrie with Flowers for them. But if one team can make some strange decision, is the Flowers. She should return $500K to help Petrie to get trade. Not allowed. Renault is not good enough about that one over there. At that moment, Canadian cannot keep any money for Petrie contract at all. They let him play or they trade him and go from there. Josh Norris, again, a hat trick. I think it was not his first one this season. I don't know, Yamo. I'll be honest with you. He missed a lot of games, so I'm not sure. Pierre Martin, welcome aboard. Don't forget to click on the likes, and that'd be great. Terry, these Wild fans really think they are taking the cup. The team is out, but don't understand playoff odds friends story. Yeah, of course it is, Terry. We'll be interesting how they're going to act, and that conference is not easy. I think they are. Yeah, 3 teams can stop Minnesota. What 3 teams? I mean, anything can stop Minnesota, but I still believe Colorado, Calgary are the 3 teams. 2 of the 3 teams I just mentioned are going to be at the final West Conference. Vasilevsky is a superstar. Vizzy is what he get feeling making me run. The Wild know exactly what the playoffs are and all about. Probably is gone. Exactly, Michael, about Provorov. Both of them are going to be split at some point. Yep, that's another straight over there about him. Left defenseman. That's a good question, where he can be. You have to think about this, but do you think the Toronto visit Tampa Bay would be close game, or you would want him to take control? I still believe it would be a tie game. I don't see like a 6-2, something like that. So I think it will be more like a 1 goal, maybe an empty net. That's what I believe. Now, is it 6-4? Is it 4-2? I don't know yet. But, with both teams, usually with Tampa Bay, they don't give a lot of goal. We know the offensive Toronto is amazing right now. They have the confidence back. It could be a 4-3, something like that. It was the first career hat-trick for the 20 years old. It was to reach 30 goals on the season with a performance, Yamo. Awesome. What splash do Devils make as a free giving come up to the book? But, PK is going to be go now at the end of his contract this year, so he's not going to have to renewing with the Devils. Devils told him they're not going to resign him. I see him with Arizona Coyotes or with the Seattle Kraken. I feel both of them are maybe looking for a guy like him. So That's what I believe he's going to find a team over there. Can the Jets open the door for him? I don't know. Can the Ottawa Senator open the door with him? I don't know. But that's what my destination. Can the Toronto Maple Leafs open the door for him? I don't think so. But he's a right defenseman. If the Canadiens manage to trade Petrie this summer, then buy out Drouin a contract, it would be excellent shape to create a great team in the very future. The problem with Pierre, you have to pay him $4 million or his contract if you buy him out with one more year to go. So now you're going to have money. Montreal cannot buy anybody, but they can. If they do this, they have to figure out, okay, who's going to play for them, right? So they have to play again with. So if they go that direction, they have to rebuild again everything. So if you buy Petrie, Carey Price, or Hoffman, or Drouin, so they will have to have one more year, play only with the people like Perrault, Paquette, Dauphin. They contract at less of $1 million for at least another year. So that would be that. That's what I don't know, and I don't know what direction they're going to do that way. So it'll be interesting how they're going to take that decision. Nice order. I'll play well, but don't believe it will do much on Kings. Or could be big surprise. I like Cal Peterson. Terry, yeah, but the problem is like Doughty is not there anymore for the rest of the year. At least for the minimum, I think second round, what I heard. Their depth is there, but not great. But if one thing can surprise in Pacific, it could be the Kings at the beginning of the playoff. Coach, you believe in Mountain look for a goalie this offseason? Yes, always. First of all, Koskinen is UFA. They will maybe buy him Mike Smith. Mike Smith is only $2 million. That would cost them maybe $700,000, $800. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. So they expect Skinner to be their prospect goaltender, and then they're going to looking. Now, the UFA now have a lot of people there. They have only Fleury over there, Halak. They have Thomas Grease. They don't have like a big name over there as a UFA. I think Ranta could be another one over there. I think Ranta signed a 2 years. 2 years. Oldby, I think he signed 1 year with the Dallas Star. Martin Jean, I think he have 1 year over there too. But as a 25, 27, like a Max Strom, like a guy at 28, 29 with a lot. The best one, I believe, it could be right now Jack Campbell. Can the others get him $4 or $5 million? That would be interesting. $4 million enough for Montreal to pay off Drouin, only Drouin coach. No, it's not to pay him, Pierre. It's to put the money on the salary cap. The Montreal had no problem to pay people. It's you have to have a guys right now with nobody on the lineup, and you cannot pass the $82.5 million. So that's where you at that moment. It's just like buying out players. You have to put that money somewhere else, and that's the management on that one, Pierre. I see Devils, Senator, Arizona making playoff next year. Not Arizona, for sure. Ottawa, not yet, but Ottawa could be really pushing team at number 4 or 5. Renault, I still they have 1 year before they become that kind of team. The Devils, they could. The problem with the Devils is the goaltender situation. And they need to get sure Ty Smith get better. I think the Devils are 2 years before they get that level again. I could be wrong there, but, you know, I'm just speculate about that one. Why buy out players for Montreal? We don't need money. We want to play for a young kid. Why buy out players for Montreal? We don't need money. We want to play our young kid. But if you want to play your young kid, Alexandre, you have to pay out your players because they are signed with the team. So you have to figure out what you do with them. Does the fact Rand Pitlick is Montreal for his player he helped the contract negotiation with use? I think believe he would be as a bridge contract, Renault. But it's limited because the money in Montreal is, the salary cap is so high. So they cannot give him a lot of money. Can Rand Pitlick go with 1 year, 2 years before he become UFA? That's where he is right now at 24, 25 years old. So Montreal salary cap is stressed, Alexandre. Yeah. If they buy out Drouin, they save $3.6 million on the cap this coming season, but buy $1.8 million this season after. But that's the point behind that, Johnny. They have to go with 2 years, Drouin, about that one over there. So how they can do this? I'm looking for Drouin. So if we buy him out next year, only 1 year, so he's going to carry out a total of $3.6 million, and they're going to put him on the $1.8 million for 22-23 and $1.8 million for 23-24. And that's the 66% because he's younger. So you have to carry on that money. Is it worth it for Jonathan Drouin? I don't think so. He's too young to do that. Terry, neither Kaprizov or Ovechkin did much in game, but people saw the great pass future together. Yeah, great. Pierre Forhees, forcing who? Nobody gonna come in Montreal this summer. So what will Vegas do with the 3 cap control? What they are way over? They are really stuck. Jose didn't have no choice right now. Nobody, Vegas cannot. They will have to let go Riley Smith. They will have to trade a couple of players. Until the end of the season, they cannot bring a lot of players. The salary cap is so high. So that'll be interesting. Will Jasper Brett sign for over 8 years? I would not be surprised, Renault, they tried to sign him. Mr. Frank Zalazar, welcome aboard. Oh, that's a problem like this, Renault. That's what we talked yesterday about the fact. What direction the Montreal does? Are they going to stay 1 more year at the bottom, or they completely rebuild? That's what you need to figure out. How they rebuild completely, or they completely say, you know what, we're going to try to get another great pick next season and go from there. And this, I don't have no clue. The next decision, they're going to tell us about that one over there. So it will be interesting how they're going to go that direction and how they're going to go. But I believe for me, that would be better for them to wait 1 more year and trade asset like Jake Allen is a good asset for them to get trade and for at least for 1 or 2, 3 years, and let play the Baron. Let's play the Jordan Harris. Let's play Schoenemann, Romanov, Caulfield, Ski, Jesse Allen, and other young players, and hanging there for 1 more year. Don't spend your money. Keep that kind of money for 1, 2 years, and then sign up those kind of players. That would be an option. Now, if they go with Letang and other players, that's under the same circle what they did with Marc Bergevin, I believe, but I could be wrong there. So it'll be interesting how they're going to go. Just promote Laval, guys. The search is so simple. Arizona TD rank revenue and player will cause Batman to have a heart attack, right? But, Arizona is not going to be in the playoffs, so I'm not worried about them at all. They should have an extra cap credit available in exchange for the draft pick or prospect. I don't know. They talk about this, and the NHL, they said they don't change the contract. They don't change the salary cap. They feel like the way they are right now is good for the players and good for the team. I understand, but Montreal wants to sign the contract to be competitive. For me, it's a concern with young players. Don't forget to click on the likes and subscribe to the show. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Let's fire up. It's already 1 o'clock, so let's move on quickly, guys, before we get out here. This is the standing I'm talking about. Yes, I did not figure out why is 7-2 is 6-4 right there. Yeah, that's something strange about that one there. I need to fix this. Let's go move on quickly what I have to tell you about this. The Montreal Canadiens signed Emil Heinemann 3 years contract this morning. I just make a video watching that one over there. The Florida Panthers become the first team clinch the playoff 21-22. Congratulations for the Panthers. He did it. 100 point and 50 goal at the same night, the same game. Congratulations for Leandro Salol. McDavid in number 1. The last 7-8 years, the winner of the Hart Trophy, the MVP, is always been gave to the players have the most point in NHL. It'll be interesting. This is the 9-game playoff yesterday score. I don't want to go through this, but I just want to let you know what's happening. We have not many time. I want to show to you the situation with the Montreal Canadiens. Since they play with friend players, look what's happening. It's all offense. What? Yes. They really right now join the defensemen, join the rush. You can see Romanov, Savard, Schoenemann, Whiteman, Barron, Harris, Edmondson. They join a lot the offensive. Really strange to see that. So I want to share with you. I can talk a little bit more about that one over there. This is the race for the last position right now in NHL. Montreal is at the bottom with Arizona at 49. Seattle is at 50. I still believe those 3 teams going to be the winner of the last man standing at the end of the year. I don't see anybody of them pass over Devils and the Flyers at that moment or reach the Ottawa Senator. There's going to be a fight for 3 teams, honestly, about that one over there. Yvan Cournoyer, I just feel like, I don't know, it was nice to, I see those pictures this morning, and I just want sharing with you. Great hockey player, underrated, I believe, on my eyes, about that one over there. Shane Wright is still number 1 on the top best player for the NHL draft. Who's going to be number 2? I'm going to talk about this the next couple of days. And this is the picture of the team over there. And I want to be sure, I want to show you something here. Carey Price is alone on the right side. The guys in the middle, guys, is... I want to bring this to you because that's Pierre Gervais, 35 years as a management. That's something Montreal is changing right now. Look the eyes of Paul Biron. Paul Biron, he looked like the 1950 guys with the hair with Brendan Gallagher. But my point to you, I want to see something to you guys, is that picture here. This is the first time they allow the reporter Montreal to be part of this, to join to watching this. Chantal Magabe, she's the new one over there, and she opened the door like never happened before in the past. So I want to sharing with you to let them like John Lou or Stu Cowan or Renaud Lavoie or many of them to join the party and watching them. And this is all because of Chantal Leroy. So congratulations about that one over there. 4 games only tonight in NHL. Boston visit Columbus. Tampa Bay hosts the Toronto Maple Leafs. This is the big game of the night. Would be interesting. Calgary, the Kings. That will me open up for a little bit longer. So I want to share it with you. It's time for guys to what under is over about that one over there. Pierre, I think Petrie and plus up respect should work now with the cash with Drouin buyout. We were talking signing 2-3 proven player for the next season. But again, what's the point to do that? Are we going to thinking to make the playoff next season or not? That's what Montreal have to decide that. They have Petrie right now. They have Drouin right now. Do we stick with them or we go to Le Tank and a DUARTE. And we are thinking right now we can make the playoff right now with the team we have. Or we go back at the same thing with Marc Bergevin. Stuck in 16, 17, 18 draft pick. Or we go all the way down again one more year, try to get Bedard, try to get Mishkov, try to get Filippini, try to get Kipel, try to get a solid pick again for 2 years to rebuild, like they usually does the team to become a good team in NHL. Or we go again with Marc Bergevin style. That's what I have to figure out. And I don't know what we're going to figure out. I don't no answer for you guys. But that's what they have to figure out for the next couple of months. And I don't know if it's the right way or not the wrong way. But I follow what Pierre Martin said. I think Petrie plays a prospect. So let's drive a Romanov example. Should work. Now with that cash, with a Drouin buyout, we are signing 2-3 proven players for the next season. Who are they? Congratulations to Leon. 50. Try 50 and under 40 goal, Leon. For the game. New York Rangers will fall in the postseason, I think, unless they shouldn't stand on the head. It's not looking good right now, unfortunately. CH19 win is sad. But that's the way to rebuild, right? With Marc Bergevin, we stay there for 10 years at middle of the pack. Can we go down one more year? Pierre Martin can be possibility, but I cannot see any good player want to sign AS this summer with recreation team. Nice pick, Yamo. Yeah, don't see Rangers doing much in the playoff. Still a good season for them. Alex, Letang will come here if they offer him a good money. But again, I'm back again. Do we want Letang? Do we want to win right now? Do we have enough a good team right now with Romanov, Arvis, Barron, Romanov, Caulfield, Suzuki? Are we strong enough to add Letang, to add another players, and believe with Dvorak, with Anderson, with Drouin, with Hoffman, we are good enough to be the top 10 in NHL. Top 10, not top 20. We've been there for 20 years. Top 10. If not, cannot be top 10. We better to stag one more years to try to get Connor Bedard. That's what we are. That's what we need to figure out. It's not me. It's the organization need to figure out that. Pat Byrne will have been 70 years old today. Oh, wow. Team photo are so important for the Glip history. Coach Francis should be in the search team photo. Renaud, yeah, maybe later it will move Petrie, I hope. I hope the King can pull off another win against the Calgary tonight. I don't want to reporter. They got kicked out of the chapter a while ago. Yes, maybe make the playoff next year. Yes, we must make the playoff next year. But again, we back with Marc. It's all good. But you're going to stay with the same Marc Bergevin style for the next 20 years. A team can make the playoff. A team can make the playoff, but not good enough to compete with the top 10 in NHL. And I don't know. Next year, you should think about maintaining the club honor. Letang for one coach. Renaud, yes. Pierre, Petrie has to be traced and his family has a problem in Quebec. I don't say they're keeping up. Martin is a winner, not going to put up with giving game for any reason. I understand you're playing coach. Hello, Gregor. Letang, Renaud. Letang will drive the media into a real feeding frenzy and drive money to the club brand. And again, I don't have no answer, and they can do what they want. I will support Montreal Canadiens. But for me, personally me, like Renaud said, don't sign anybody. Stock one more years at the bottom. Try Carey Price. Try Jeff Petrie. Try Mike Hoffman. try Joan Armia, and try Jonathan Drouin. Are they able to do this? I don't know. Try Jake Allen. Possible? I don't know. But if you want to suffer for 3 years again, 4 years, that's what it takes. I believe Canadiens need to develop draft player to go with Caulfield. And that's what he do right now with the people he hire. Said, like the Dallas Cowboys, the goal is to lead the league and money earned. I really do see your point call to rebuild to the team, but the long term, but that's the point right there. Time to go play the game before we're going to talk here until 3 o'clock afternoon. And we cannot do this.
Oh my God!
Here we go. Whatsoever we have in the people want to play the game, it's time to play the under, over, and exact. First question number 1. They are good questions today. Congratulations yesterday to Adam Berger and Ron King when the power play show last night. It was a good question. Question number 1, Coach. How many times a team scored the first goal of the game and they lost this weekend? Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. 25 game, 9-9-7. How many games they scored the first goal, but they lost? The number we're looking is 6. Is it under, over, or exact? RG said under. Kelly, exact. Jose, under. Thank you. RJ, under. John Gregor, exact. Joseph, over. We wait for the mulligan. Yamo, exact. Renault, over. Anybody else? Round with Kings, over. The answer, this one, guys, is...
Oh my God!
Over. 7 game. They lost the game and they scored the first goal of the game. So congratulations to Joseph LANHAM, Renault, and Round with Kings is on fire. Take the lead. And if some of you did not have a good answer, are 0-1.
Oh my God!
Question number 2. Of the 25 games this weekend, how many of them were played over 2 hours, 30 minutes per game? All right? So, how many of them play over 2 hours and 30 minutes this weekend? The number we're looking is 10. Is it over or under? 2 hours and 25. 30 minutes. Renault said B, over. John Gregor, under. Jose Duarte, under. Richard Malin, over. Pierre Martin, yep, you got it. Run with Kings, over. Kelly, over. Joseph LANHAM, over. Yamo, over. Pierre Martin, under. I don't know if I start my clock. RJ, over. Look like I have everybody. The winner of that question is...
Oh my God!
Under 9 game. Play only 2 hours and 30 minutes and more during the weekend of the 25 game. This is the answer. We have only one guy right now with 2 good answers, is Pierre Martin. Pierre Martin take the lead, 2-2. We have Ron King, Renaud, Joseph, John Grega, et Juan Jose Duarte are all one good answer. And people like Yamo and some other people like Kelly or RJ are 02 like Richard Mullen.
Oh my God!
Question number 3, the last one of the day. Since 2022, so January, February, March, and April, 4 months only, and NHL, how many games the final score are an overtime or in shootout? The number is 130. Is it under, over, and exact? Send the last 3 months and a half, or whatever you call it. How many games in NHL they play over almost 300 games, I believe, or maybe more, are finished and overtime and shootout? 130. Under, over, or exact? The answer, Renaud, is over. Richard Mullen is exact. Joseph, over. Run with Kings, over. Jose Duarte said under. Kelly, under. John Grega, exact. RJ, exact. Pierre Martin, exact. Yamo, hey, Kelly knows. Not today, Yamo. All right, the answer, this one over there. So, Pierre Martin said exact. If he got exact, he went alone. Luc said under. All right. If he's not right, if someone said maybe over or under, can win the winner today. Or not today, but whose win today is.
Oh my God!
The answer, ladies and gentlemen, on that one over there, it was under 129 game. Play shootout or overtime since January 1st. We have a tie game today. He's came back with 2 good answers at the last 2. I'm talking about Jose Duarte tied the game with Pierre Martin at 2-2. Congratulations. Joseph LANHAM, Renaud, John Grega, Round with Kings, Luc, and Kelly at 1. Yamo, because of Kelly, he got 1 point. Richard Mullen, obviously, have 0-3 today. But you're not the only one. I believe you have another one. Congratulations, everybody. We all did Prem. Don't forget to click on the likes. Possible, Renaud. I'm always happy with 1-3, Yamo. You did it because of Kelly. Yeah, it's a winner. Congratulations. Pierre Martin and Jose Duarte. I look forward to see you guys at 6 o'clock p.m. with our best friend in our tab for another great show. Adam Vianco, thank you so much for joining us today. You show up at the right time because we're leaving the building. Thank you, everybody. Hopefully you enjoy it. Please don't forget to send us some feedback. Tell us what you think, how we can improve the show. I'm still not sure if the morning is worth it or not. I'm still always, oh, this is good enough. I don't know. Please let me know. And until then, my friend, I wish you an amazing, great afternoon. I will see you tonight at 6 o'clock. Until then, you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Yes, have an amazing, great afternoon, my friend. I will look forward to see you at 6 o'clock. Until then, be well, be healthy, find a way not only dominate your day, but like Mr. Inata we said, find a way to what, Mr. Inata? Of course, 2022. Have an amazing, great day, everybody.
What do I know?
Thank you, Pierre. See you, Renaud. See you, Adam. Someone in RJ, Yamo, Jose, Alexandre, AL Deal Grim. Thanks for us.
What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show.
Thank you, Alan. Have a good one, Jose. Yeah, Martin.
What do I know? I need to open my eyes and get a touch of that reality. Don't want another surprise. I'd rather want you to just let me be. Oh, oh, oh.
Luke, have a good one, buddy.
What do I know?